Alright, I guess I need to fill you all in on major events of my life. Or something. I don't know, I'm here because you all found Sons useful, which you should go watch. I guess we can start at the beginning. Gotta cover all the things I did when I sucked as a person. I first met Son a couple years ago before we started the show here. I woke up stuck in his body, or, well, our body. I wasn't super keen on sharing my life with someone I didn't know or frankly care about at the time, so I tried time and time again to take over our body and be in control, causing Son a lot of pain.
I'm sorry, I'm not good at thinking.
I can tell! Why did you get to be the one that gets to be awake the longest?
I'd promised to make Son's life a living hell, and for a while I definitely did. As our lives progressed, I slowly grew into my darker tendencies. Our creator had built something into me specifically, a kill code. This code drove me to very hostile and, well, murderous actions.
But you don't like the kids.
I like hearing them scream.
No, you
It would feel like I lost all control of myself when it kicked in. Due to this code, I ended up killing several children, all of which I regret. Patrick, Samantha, and Jonathan. I had originally meant to save Jonathan from his terrible parents, but due to this code that was in me, he got caught in the crossfire. Anyway, not gonna focus on trauma. Nope, not on this channel. Sometime later, Monty had helped myself and Son finally separate from one another. Both our own people with our own bodies. What Son didn't know was that I had left my kill code inside of him, locked behind a firewall, because I wanted to get away from that part of myself. A lot of good that did me. Anyway, we'll get to that. I slowly kept developing my love for science and making random tools that I usually tested on Son when it was something that needed another body. Yes, I was a bad brother. On top of using him as a crash test dummy for my inventions, he'd also become a sounding board most of the time when I got frustrated or angry with crap. I would feel bad about this, and as some people would put it, wallow in my own self-pity before going and doing it again. Yes, I was a bad brother. I also made the whacking sticks around the same time. Moving on! As a terrible coping mechanism, I would place Son up on this pedestal and rely on him to keep me sane, keeping him optimistic and oblivious to everything in order to balance my kill code. Which I failed in getting rid of when I left Son's body. Then we get into probably the worst decision I ever made. I learned magic from Golden Freddy. I know. A science guy learning magic. It was a crime, and I regret my actions. Anyway, we then met Eclipse, a new sentient and independent individual that grew from the kill code I left in Son. He's an ass. He would be the biggest thorn in mine and Son's side for quite a long time. He also led to 2 FBI agents taking me and Son into custody and interrogating us about some things. And July 16th, Eclipse then took over Son's body and killed both of those FBI agents, leading to me and Son going into hiding. I started to struggle with my kill code around this time after seeing the 2 dead agents, leading to me killing someone in our bunker, be it a 10 for those that care, while Son was out. I punched Son in the face during a mental break, where I also said I'd eaten parts of the now dead person in our bunker. I don't remember that part well, but, oops. Shortly after this, we went through a small series of events, with something called a Wither Storm, brought onto myself and Son by Eclipse, dropping us in a very dangerous dimension. We dealt with it and repaired our relationship enough to try and take down Eclipse. We didn't get far, though, with Eclipse putting another AI in my head named Lunar.
Wow, just gonna dead name me in a video like that.
Oh, bite me! His name is Cosmos now, after about 2 years, because of excessively complicated reasons!
Love you too.
Cosmos helped him trap me in my head. He eventually turned on Eclipse and helped us deal with them. We also accepted him into our family as our younger brother. After Eclipse was removed from Son's head, I began frantically trying to track down any and all backups Eclipse made of himself. Son did his best to look after me. My fears came to fruition when Eclipse hacked into my computer from a different location and antagonized Sun, leading to him breaking my computer. This made my anger spike badly enough that my kill code got reactivated once again. Sun ended up killing an antagonist of ours named Blood Moon during a moment of mental vulnerability. I didn't talk to Sun when he went on a warpath trying to find and fully deal with Eclipse because I tried asking people for advice. I tried to talk him down, but I was only able to get a hold of him via hologram, leading to no success. While Sun was hunting down Eclipse, I went into my own head to confront a fully sentient iteration of my kill code named KC, or kill code, who was working with Eclipse and Blood Moon to do something. Whatever they wanted, I guess. I went in with one of my computer AIs, after I repaired my computer that is, which also led to me re-experiencing a lot of my past trauma, like Jonathan, and my cruelty towards Sun. Yes! I was a bad brother! I ended up getting stuck in my own head because I stupidly entered my own head using magic while confronting Eclipse. Sun ended up tapping into my magic and blowing up my magic pool. Talking to KC led to me feeling sympathy for him since he wanted to change. Only one of us could leave my head, and I chose KC. I left Sun a message before I entered into what I thought was going to be my death. It wasn't.
Weird voices. I still don't know who you are. Who is that megalith of a person?
A new version of myself, eventually named Nexus, after he turned evil, came into the picture. I was then brought back with the help of Monty and Henry Emily, making me a new body. While I was dead, Nexus had come into what was technically our head and talked to me. I told him to protect our family no matter the cost, only for Monty to pop into what felt like minutes later and tell me that he did the exact opposite. I was really glad to learn the year I died was well spent, especially since KC was dead. After coming back, I tried to focus on being a better brother to Sun, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job, even till now. I also had to try my best to bond with the sister I didn't know I had, named Earth.
Wow.
Shut your mouth, you micro twink! Her name is now Tara. With Nexus out and about, I, maybe a little stupidly, taunted him, which may or may not have led to him targeting me and maybe torturing me. He made me feel the year that I'd lost and relive the murders of the kids I'd killed as well. It traumatized me for a bit regarding Nexus to the point where his name would make me freeze up. I got some advice from, Cosmo, how the hell do I describe him without getting too complicated?
I don't know, man. Wing it?
Man, I'm so glad you're here, you little
I care so little about that small thing anymore.
I got advice from a bull man named Taurus. Anyway, Nexus kidnapped me after this in order to get to Sun, who he needed for his stupid evil powers. I proceeded to get in between him and Sun and punch him in the face. Sun then killed him. Moving on! After Nexus was killed, I began hunting for Nexus's accomplice, Dark Sun, thinking it would help give Sun the clarity he needed. Solar, a nice version of Eclipse from another dimension who has become essentially our cousin/brother, depending on who you ask, tried to get me to come home to be with Sun and take care of him, which I only did after Sun ran away from home back to the home he shared with Nexus. Listen, I said I'm trying to be a better brother. I'm not perfect. I helped Sun through a lot of his trauma and helped him deal with his hallucinations of Nexus. Cosmos had tampered with some things he shouldn't have and ended up severely hurting Terra, but he also took a jab at a lot of my repressed emotions that only he knew about due to living in my head for a while. I didn't take this kindly and kicked him out of the house until he got his head on straight, which he eventually did.
A damn good reason why I shouldn't beat you to a bloody pulp.
I didn't mean to hurt Earth.
Oh, that!
On Christmas, I gave Sun adoption papers for his, at the time, informally adopted daughter, Dazzle.
Oh, what is it?
Adoption papers. For Dazzle. Making him a proper father and myself an uncle to a little dearling that we would severely maim someone for. Not long after that, Nexus seemingly came back from the dead. After trapping him, we learned it was due to a wither storm using his body as a means to do whatever it wanted, while also eating away what was barely left of his mind and life force. We were hunted by this superpowered Nexus, briefly, but escaped barely. In order to put a proper stop to this new Nexus, I gave 15 years of my life to another version of Sun we refer to as Killer Sun, in exchange for him helping us. With all of our enemies dealt with, we prepared to move to a new dimension for a fresh start. The only thing we had left was Elias Winters, Dazzle's human father. There was an argument about him wanting to take back Evelyn/Dazzle from Sun, the man who killed her. I told him that he was not fit to be her father, and he proved me right when he tried to kill Sun at our house.
And I will pick up with little pieces of my life are left.
They can't do that.
You act like I'm giving you a choice.
I can't.
Give me back my daughter.
Stop doing it!
Now, we are in a new dimension, running our own pizzeria and doing much better. Let's hope it stays that way.